Hey you guys, happy Monday. It is October 4th. Happy Monday, it's Monday. Hey ho, it's Monday. Happy Monday, it's Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. Good morning, good beautiful, somewhat gloomy Monday morning, but it's a beautiful Monday morning nonetheless. I hope you guys are having a great morning so far. I hope your night was a beautiful night. Y'all excuse this, okay? My grandbabies came over last night and the little one broke the strap. She broke the strap, and this is comfortable for me, so I just tied it up. Sorry. I tied it up because it's comfortable. And the little girl, the little child broke the freaking strap, so I had to tie the other strap to make it match, and it still didn't do it right. I'll fix it later. I was just too tired. I was like, you know what, whatever. Anyway, guys, yeah, she a little busybody, that little one. Woo! She's a busybody. She had the oldest one crying. And it was crazy. But anyway, guys, they enjoyed themselves. They went to some pumpkin thing. And they had a good time. I was so happy for them. It was so good to see them. I got my coffee this morning, you guys. I used my black cup, which I love so much. I don't have the vanilla creamer. I do have milk in here, and then I do have the whipped cream because I'm out of the vanilla. It's still so good. I used 3 teaspoons of sugar. The vanilla creamer is to keep me from using sugar, but since I'm out, there you have it. And then I have a little milk in there, enough to make it, that beige color. I went to the store, I got the whipped cream, but I forgot to get the sugar. The creamer and the more coffee. But I still have coffee. Just this will be the last week if I don't get more. So yeah, guys, I had an eventful weekend. Like Saturday, honestly, guys, I didn't do anything. Like, I couldn't do anything. I laid here on this couch, I think, all day Saturday. Wasn't no getting up. I was tired, I kept falling asleep. I was just tired. I didn't really watch any shows that I would normally watch. I think toward the end of the day, I started watching a show. Well, continued watching Flower of Evil, and it's really good. It's 16 episodes. I'm on 13 now, and I was gonna try to finish it throughout the night last night, but I was like, nope. I have a feeling Monday's gonna be busy. It's an enrollment season, which explains why it's been so busy. So I'm gonna need to really pay attention, because man, when I tell y'all, I've never gotten so many enrollments, and if I did, it didn't feel like it, because at least I kind of knew what I was doing more so than what I'm doing now. What I'm doing, if I had to do an enrollment, if it's a long form, it's all one form, and then I complete it and get them over to a pharmacist. If it's a short form, again, it's just that it's a short form. But now we're entering it directly into the system, and it can be a bit difficult because I'm learning still to do it. It's new. So a lot of times when you have something new and it's kind of intimidating, it's a bit difficult. But I'm doing it, guys. So I'm just, I'm doing it. I'm just going to continue to just do whatever it is I'm supposed to do and have to do, period. No complaining about it. Just, pray and trust God and keep moving forward and do the best that I can. Because that's all I can do, is the best that I can. But, yeah, otherwise, I had a pretty good weekend. Like I said, I just rest all day on Saturday. Is that my inhaler? Oh, this little girl. Hold on, y'all. Okay. It wasn't the inhaler. So guys, we are in October. These months are moving. We are in October. Halloween. So just be safe, be careful, be wise and smart out there, What did I do? Sunday I got up, I went to church. I got up early because I didn't want to be late. And I went and I had a good time, you guys. I really did. Like, I am saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And we went and I was filled on Sunday. God is amazing, you guys, and I've always said that. I've always been a child of God. I was raised in the church, and I know what I'm supposed to do and not supposed to do. I know that I still have a lot of learning and growing to do. You would think at my age I would be done with that, but I don't care how old you are. You're never done learning. You're never done growing. Things constantly change. They're ever changing. You can learn something one day and have it packed for a good month or two, and then it completely switches up on you. So it's a constant learning, a constant, you have to constantly put in effort to learn and to want to learn, and that's something I have to do more of, but I had an amazing time on Sunday. I did. We have a great pastor, and he's great at teaching, and I just love it, I appreciate it. I really do. Guys, I got up this morning and I did a mask because it's been a while and my face was just constantly breaking out from the other stuff that I used, which I no longer use. I still have the little bumps here that don't seem to want to go away yet. So that's why I was like, you know what, let me get up and do that mask. And I did this morning. It feels so good. As a matter of fact, when I got up this morning, I had crazy dreams, y'all. Just weird. I can't even explain it. For one, I don't remember everything. And the only dream I do remember, the only thing I remember about it was having to help someone. And this person that I had to help was an older person. And she had a tiny little toy doll, cute little gray or black, gorgeous little thing. And I was having my daughter in the dream. Because in the dream it wasn't me. In the dream it wasn't even my daughter. It was a totally different person, but it was my daughter in the dream. And I was having her babysit because the little puppy had to eat, And I was telling her, the older lady was telling her, where the food is, when to feed them, And it was like she was listening, but she wasn't. Like she cared, but she didn't. She was there because she had to be. And mind you, she was an adult. And I don't know what the situation was, but in the dream, I felt like I was trying to protect her at the same time, which is why she was there. And I was telling her, don't do this, don't do that, da-da-da-da-da. And it was like we were being watched or something. And I don't know if it started out. Okay, so it started out, see, a little bit is coming back to me. It started out in a gas station. I was in a gas station with Juanzetta. And it was Juanzetta's car. And I was pumping gas I was standing in front of the car. Juanzetta went into the store. I guess, to pay for it. I don't know what the case was that she had to go into the store. But I'm standing in front of the car, and this girl comes up, and it was as if she needed something, or she had asked a question or something, and which caused me to have to walk around to the back of the car quickly. And when I came back to the front, she was like, oh, like it was no big deal, and she left. And it dawned on me, wait a minute, our doors are unlocked. So maybe that was her way to keep my mind off of her going in the car, because I really didn't pay attention to it. So I went and I looked, and I noticed the wallet was gone. So I was like, oh my gosh, and I let Onesie know, hey, da da da. And so then I went and started looking for her, and sure enough, I saw her, and I was like, what's going on, blah, 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 to get the wallet back. I don't know what happened after that, okay? Just that it was more to it than just her taking the wallet. So what I did then, I don't know what happened then. All I know next is the dream where, I was trying to protect my daughter. And so I take this lady, I guess I was going to help her grocery shop, pay bills. I don't know what the situation was, but I was assisting her, and we left. And after we left, there was a FedEx delivery or something, the guy at the door, and he was trying to drop off something. This is as we were going out. And he kept, I need her to sign, da da da. And it just so happened, I don't know if she went directly to the car and I didn't, because she wasn't present to sign anything, but I was there. And I was trying to tell my daughter, don't open the door, don't do this, don't do that. But she did anyway, and the guy was standing there, and I was telling him, no, he looked sketchy to me. And I was like, no, you're not coming in, there's no reason for you to have to come in, things like that. And so then he left, and that's when I left. But then he came back, and she let him in. So they're talking about a package, and I guess there was another guy in the van, and they were talking about a package, but the other guy never came in. It was just him inside. And all of a sudden, I'm standing outside in front of Huron, and I'm talking to my dad about something. We were just standing out front talking about. No, it wasn't my dad. All of a sudden, in the house, the kid's dad was there. He was there. He was in the bathroom, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I'm walking around the house spraying and spraying. And because he was present, he got up. I left. It was like, I don't even want to be here, but I know she's fine, because he's there. So then I left, and as I go outside, it's like now I'm on Huron, and I'm standing in front and looking out. The gate is in front of me, and I'm standing like I'm finna go out of the gate, but I'm looking up at the sky at the same time. And that's when he comes out, and I'm like, why are you out here? He just started talking about stuff, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, my car is gone. I realized my car is gone. I'm like, and I'm standing there, and it was so beautiful and clear. When I saw on the street, it was quiet. It was so bright and calm and beautiful. It didn't even seem real at first. And I'm like, my car is gone. And I went, oh my God, they told my car again. This is my reaction. And I was just calm. And I was like, wow. And I turned around to go back in the house. I was like, where I'm going to go? The car gone. And so he was like, you need money. He's standing, and I look behind him, and he's standing up there like this. And I go, yeah, well, I don't have it. And when I get it, ain't nothing I can do about it until I get it. So I go in the house, like, leave him there. I don't know if I don't know what he's saying. He was just standing there doing this. I go back in the house. As I go in the house, the moment I open the door and go into my left, she laying on the couch with this dude. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? And so they get up, and that's when I woke up. I was like, okay. Oh, and throughout the dream, before this, I kept having, the puppy kept going down these stairs, and I kept having to go get him, because I was like, you gotta feed him, you gotta do this, and I kept having to get the puppy. Like, I constantly had him in my arms, like, why aren't you doing what you're supposed to do? Like, I'm constantly going to get him. I don't know what was going on that I ended up having to constantly go and get this puppy, like he was trying to get into everything. It was just really weird. And I woke up. I didn't wake up like, oh my God, nothing like that, because there was nothing scary enough to make me do that in the dream. But I did wake up feeling a bit uneasy. So I just prayed, and I got on up. I think it was 6:24. I got on up and I just started getting ready. I started cleaning. I wiped down the couch. I vacuumed the floor. I swept the kitchen. I mopped the kitchen. I cleaned the dishes. Jeremiah took out all the garbage. I got all the garbage together. He took out all the garbage. I cleaned the bathroom. I cleaned the tub, the toilet, the sink, the doorknobs. Wiped down the tables, the refrigerator, the stove. Like, I just started cleaning. And it was about 7:20 something when I was done with that, and that's when I did the mask, cleaned myself up, made my coffee, and now I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, not sure what that dream was about or anything like that, but you know what, it's alright. I give it to God like I do everything, especially when I'm confused, don't understand, or if it's a little, uneasy feeling or whatever. I give it to God, because I remember Joyce, I saw, I haven't even really watching her much. I was listening to some of her last night episodes, but I did see one time I was flicking, and I did see where she was saying, why worry about stuff that you can't fix or change? I believe that's what the title was. And she's right. Why should I sit up and harp on it? Give it to God, trust God, let it go. Do everything that I can do. And y'all hear me say that all the time. And let God do the rest. I can't sit up and keep crying and complaining about something I can't change or fix. I can't. I can't sit up and worry about a battle that is not even mine. I can't fight a battle that's not mine to fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for me to fight it. So I just got to continue to trust God and spend more time with Him and meditate, and study His Word, because His Word is law. It is what it is, It's His book is our directions, is our manual, our guide, and we got to come on, It's like if you put, Lavelle had a grill that he as put together, and eventually it broke. So if he took the time to read the manual and do it right, and you didn't even have to really read it because it was right there what you had to do, just do it right. He quickly put it together. But if you had taken the time to read the manual, you would have done what was supposed to be done properly, So that's how I feel about the Bible, the Word. If we read that Word, that manual, and follow it, we'll get it right. We can't go wrong. Follow the directions. Yes, it's going to be things thrown at us, obstacles, trials, tribulations, all of that. But we just have to continue to trust God and praise Him through it. We have to. So I just had to share that, you guys. Update on what I'm watching. I told you I was watching. It's 8:09. So I'm just going to speak with you guys a few more moments, and I'm going to go get ready. But in watching Flower of the Devil or something, the title is always, in watching that, it just shed light more so on how people who are well off or are rich, how they do whatever they want to do so that they can maintain their status. They will kill, they will lie, they will steal and get away with it. They will do all these things and get away with it until they meet their match, and it just made me think about real life. I do believe it's like this in real life. You have so many people out there with money, and they feel like they are able to get away with any and everything because they're able to buy their freedom. And It really is like that in real life. I truly believe this. I truly believe it. You know, in this picture you have this handsome guy, but he's nuts and he's killing people, and it's his screws are loose. You can see it in his eyes. You know, in his mouth. He's nuts, and you know somebody's nuts when he hit this boy with his car, right? The boy said, no hospital, don't take me to a hospital, and he passed out. So the next time they showed him in the backyard in the rain digging a ditch, okay, with this boy on the ground. He just digging a ditch. Meantime, his mom is in his room going through his stuff, like some moms do. And in doing that, she found a bloody knife. She found pictures of women and people tied up, gagged. She opened up a box that had people's fingernails in it. You know, she's like, ah, you know, freaking out. She got the knife in her hand, not sure why. But she had come home early, and she looks out the window, out the back of their beautiful big home. He out there in the rain digging a ditch with this body next to him, right? So she goes out and she's standing there and she's like, what are you doing? And he turns around and he looks at her. He says, why are you home early? He wasn't no shock. No, he's just, why are you home early? You know? And he's like, he said, it's not my fault. He jumped out in front of the car. I hit him. He said, no hospital. And he said, I called Dad, but he didn't pick up the phone. So what else am I supposed to do? So she was like, so you just gonna bury him in the yard? And he was like, what else am I supposed to do? And he looks at her, and she's standing there, and he realized she has the knife. And he says, where are you? He said, you was in my room. And she looked at the knife, and she put it behind her back, and she's shaking and scared. And he says, you should go in the house. Like he just come and he goes back to digging his ditch. Like, I'm gonna put this boy in this ground regardless whether you standing there or not. And so she takes the knife and she stabs him with it. And when she stabs him with it, I think he told her you shouldn't have came home early. I forget what he said, but he falls out, and then it takes you to the current day. So it's taking you back, like we watched so much. But here was the point I was trying to make, right? So they covered everything up. The boy's crazy, okay? And everything that he was doing, they were constantly covering it up. You're murdering and killing and they're covering it up because Dad got this spot on the board. He doesn't want to lose it. He doesn't want to, you know, he's important, his status, blah 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 blah. He's so worried and concerned about that, so much so to the point where they allowed the boy that he hit, because when she stabbed him, he's now in a coma. So they have him, the dad is a surgeon or whatever, so they have him in a room, have him on life support, da 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 da. So now this other boy, they got to take his place, become him. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want anybody to know. So now we got to have somebody else pretend to be him. What they were not expecting was for this boy to fall in love, to get married, to have a kid, and to get married to a detective at that. At that. And the boy was already going through, had a shady past, being accused of murder himself, and the son of a murderer. But it's all coming together now. It is starting to all make sense, and how they all, you know, in the same spot. It's coming together. But my point was, y'all, you got so many people out here with so much money that they think they can just do whatever, and they are doing it. They are getting away with it. They're getting away with it until you have somebody that steps in and says, I don't care how much money you have, what you're doing is wrong, and it has to stop. You know what I'm saying? But even a person like that has to have something in order to fight with, in order to protect themselves and their families with, you know? Because when you got people like that, they have enough money to have you killed, your loved ones killed, because People want the money. They don't care if it's right or wrong. Like, it's crazy. There was trafficking going on. It's just so much going on. And it's like, I believe truly that stuff like this goes on in real life because people can afford to pay for it to go on, and afford to keep other people's mouths shut, line their pocket with money. They got a big, beautiful home, a car, all the stuff that they want. Never mind, you just took somebody's life, somebody's child's life, somebody's mom's life, somebody's dad's life. Like, you're killing innocent people out here, and it's wrong, all because you messed up. Your man ain't right. Oh, Lord. I tell you, when I was sitting there watching it, I was like, wow, like, that's crazy. And then to go to Fairy and the Devil, I feel like you have so many people that are not supposed to be together because society says they're not supposed to be together, but they love each other unconditionally, and they have to go through so much. They struggle and fight and go through so much just to be together, all because society says you're not supposed to. Society says we don't like they people and they people don't like us, so y'all can't come together, and if you do, it's a secret, and da 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 da, and if it comes out, we're gonna kill you, and you gotta decide on be on this one side or that one side, or it's crazy. Like, it is so mental, but this is really what's going on in the world. A lot of this is really what's going on in the world, and it's just sad. It's sad, and I truly, honestly pray for everyone. Like, we don't know what people are going through, but I pray for everyone. I wish everyone nothing but joy, peace, the peace God gave us, happiness, financially, emotionally, spiritually, freedom. I wish that for everyone. Strength, guidance, grace. I wish it for everyone. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I've been talking to you guys for a while now. So it'll probably be the only video of today, most likely. Who knows? But I will say this, you guys. To my daughter, I love her so much. She's not feeling well today. I just want to say, get well. You're in my prayers. Trust God. Pray. Trust Him. You have the power to heal in your own hands. Touch and heal yourself, and believe it. Believe it. God say, ask and you shall receive, but you have to believe it. You have to make it so. You have to call it into existence. Okay? And sometimes you just need rest. So feel better. Get better. All right? I'm here. I love you. Have an amazing day. Okay? And to you all, have an amazing day today. All right? Remember to treat people the way you would expect to be treated. Remember to say your prayers, not just for yourself, family, friends, and loved ones, but for all our brothers and sisters in Christ, and expect great things. I'm expecting great things, and I hope you are too. Talk to you guys later. Bye now. Hey guys, good morning. Let me see, let me close this a little bit. It's a little bright here. It is still the morning. I just wanted to check in, see how you guys were doing, and to say, happy customer service day to all, or actually week, to all our customer service representatives out there in the world. I hope you guys have an amazing week today. You all are special. It really does take a lot to deal with people on an everyday basis, be it on the phone, be it in person. It takes a lot, so happy customer service day week. Sorry about that in the back. As you guys know, the bell put up there to catch those little flying gnats or whatever, but we haven't really seen any since he put it up there. I think maybe a few, but nothing lately. So guys, I'm on my first break, and I decided to heat myself up a turkey hot dog. And I found some pickle juice, y'all. I thought I had some, I really did, but I didn't know where it was. But I did find it. I put it up here. Pickle juice, pickle juice. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to take a moment to say that. I know I look rough today. I'm out of edge control. I think it's something in there. I just have to look for it. But I just didn't feel like it this morning, as you guys are aware. Y'all know my grandchild, and ripped my shirt. But it's all good. I'm on my first break, so I'm going to eat this hot dog. Later, I'll drink my water. It's froze right now. I put it in the freezer this morning. Actually, it's not froze. So I'm going to start on this. I'm going to try to do 2 cups today. I'm going to try. I am going to try to do 2 cups today, okay? I'm really going to try to make this week. I'm really going to get on it this week as far as, how I'm eating. Because like I said, the last time I went, they said that my weight was 187, which is amazing. Like, I really wanted to get back down in the 80s. So I want to try to bring it down as much as far as I can, so my next time going will be Wednesday. So we'll see where I'm at on Wednesday. Trying to stick with this schedule of getting more water in my body. I only had 2 cups of coffee today. Actually 1.5, because I didn't drink the whole cup. As a matter of fact, it's sitting on the counter. If I need to, I'll heat it up later. But definitely I have my water. I'm about to eat this hot dog, and that's it. I have my pickle juice, and that's it. That's all. Later today, if I decide I want something, I might make myself a sandwich. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to lay off the bread. With this hot dog, I'm not going to have any hot dog bun with it or anything. No ketchup, nothing. Just going to eat the hot dog like I was doing last week. So I'm going to do that. And that's it. I mean, because to be honest with you guys, I'm not like really hungry. But I know I have to put something in my system. So there you have it. Anyway, guys, it's a busy day. I'm not gonna lie. It's, it could be worse, but it is busy. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this break while I can. My lunch break, I think I'm going to. I have a sheet that I want to wash out. I washed out one last night, let it spin dry. And then I hung it up so it can finish drying. They flipped the switch, I guess, in the basement, so you can hear the radiator started to come on today. So the radiators are hot. The one in the back room, though, I think the radiator is only getting hot on one side, so that's not good. But yeah, the sheet that I washed yesterday is just about completely dry, but I did set it on top of the radiator, so just to make sure it gets completely dry. So that's what I'm gonna do on my lunch break, is wash that sheet. And then again, I may wait till later on this evening and do it. It's not a big deal, really. It depends on how I feel on my lunch break. Because I did everything this morning that I had to do, so it's not like I have anything to clean up. That's a good thing. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to check in and to say happy customer service week to all my customer service people. Male, female, doesn't matter. Happy. Keep doing what you're doing. I know it's tough, but you guys keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, guys. Have an amazing morning. Talk to you later.